What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. We're gonna keep going every day. Yeah. But in today's video, we're gonna be doing something different. We're not gonna be doing a versus or nothing like that. We're just gonna be talking about one player in particular for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and as you can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams has had a breakout season for the last 2 years, but this season he's really showing why he is the second or third option on this team. With Chet going down, I expected the Oklahoma City Thunder to slow down because their starting center was gone and their defensive anchor was gone. But J-Dub has been playing every position for the Thunder, and he hasn't been letting them down at all. He's 6'5", playing the center position right now, or whenever they need him to. With Hartenstein just coming back, they moved him back to his original position, the 3 or the 4. But he's really showed out. And in his draft profile, they talked about his shooting inconsistencies and him having a limited bag, but so far he's made all of his weaknesses his strengths. The jump shot, it's not as it's consistent enough to where if you can't play back on him, you still have to play up on him, so you can't give him the 3-point shot. And his bag is consistently going to the rim, attacking you off the dribble, and at least in his key points or his best parts to his game, they showed he's athletically gifted and he's great with the ball in his hands, and they're not wrong about that. But they said he's a good catch and shoot threat, but he's more than just a catch and shoot threat. He penetrates, he drives off of Shea's he drives off of Shea's. Whatever Shea does, Jalen Williams just plays well off of him. He balances throughout his game. And for the month of November, he's put up great stats. November 1st, he put up 22, 5, and 4. November 2nd, back-to-back, he put up 15, 7, and 4. His only bad game, really, or he's really had like 4 bad games in this month. November 4th, he had 23, 4, and 1. November 6th, he had 29 and 10, a near triple-double, and 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. November 8th, he had 14, 5, and 3. November 10th, he had 23 and 4. 20, meaning 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. November 11th, he had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. November 13th, he had 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. November 15th, he had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. November 17th, he had 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. November 19th, he had 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. November 20th, he had 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. November 25th, he had 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. November 27th, he had 13, 6, and 7. And November 29th, the last game of November, he had 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, and he followed that up with the last 2 games. He's had 22 points, 22, 5, and 7. And December 3rd, he had 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And they played today, the day I'm recording this video, December 4th. And I'm uploading this probably on Friday, but Jalen Williams has been a solidified one of the best second options in the NBA so far. And I seen somebody on TikTok saying he has a better offensive bag than Anthony Davis. I don't think that's necessarily the case, but he could, in a few years, be up there with one of the best offensive players in the league. He's statistically one of the best offensive players already, and he's only like 23, 21, 22 years old. And the Thunder are on top of the West, 16 wins and 5 losses, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. And Jalen Williams can play all the positions, as we saw, as we're seeing right now. He did the same thing in college. And people, I don't know how they let the Oklahoma City Thunder walk away with Chet and Jalen Williams in the same draft. It's crazy. But in J-Dub's rookie year, he averaged 14 points, 4.5 rebounds, and basically 3 assists, in which they didn't make the playoffs this year, but they showed amazing potential. And in his second season, he had an amazing jump for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't think anybody expected them to be this good this early. He averaged 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. And they were the first seed in that season. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks, but J-Dub had a great series. Obviously, he was guarding Kyrie Irving, and there's not really much you can do to stop Kyrie when he's on. When he's on, he's on. But this season, in 21 games, he's averaging 22 points, basically 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And like I said, with Chet being out, Shea needed all the help he could get, and he's one of the best second options. Like, people were comparing him to Franz Wagner, or saying, who would you rather have? Franz is obviously putting up better stats with Paolo Banchero being hurt and him being the first option, but J-Dub could be in the first option on a playoff team. Do we really want to say that? I don't want to go too far in saying my praise with him, but he's really been that good this season, and he's been playing every position. So what can you do with a guy who can play the point, the 2, the 3, the 4, and even the 5 for a short amount of games? And he's going to continue to improve. Like I said, he's like 22 years old, right? Nah, he's 23 years old. He turns 24 in April, but yeah, what can you say, bro? He's only 6'5", 211, and it's crazy that he's had this high of a jump in his third season. Not a lot of people, or not a lot of players, could see this jump, and Oklahoma City Thunder should be excited for their future. But let me know how y'all feel about Jalen Williams, and where do y'all see him taking the Thunder? Do y'all think he could be the second option on this team or the third option? Let me know down below. Subscribe. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right and video on the left, and click on it.